What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon Showdown. Today I'm gonna be doing a team building guide. Yeah, just because I don't really have time to do a full Pokemon Showdown live, and I'm really not in the mood for it. So I'll do a basic team building guide. So yeah, today. First, what I like to do is I like to start with a Pokemon that I want to build a team around. Normally it's a Mega, and today we're going to be building a team around Diancie. I really like Diancie. I like its typing, Rock Fairy. Other than I think it just has problems with Scissor's Bullet Punch, and Scarf Jirachi. It really has problem with that. But I mean, if you build a team around it, you can make Mega Diancie work. It's in BL right now, so I mean it has potential to be OU, and it's too good to be in UU. So at this point, I don't know. So you gotta make sure it has Diancie. Its ability is Magic Bounce, which I mean it's useful because it can't get status, it can't get Thunder Waved and slowed down, can't get burned, it can't get poisoned. Well, it can get burned, it can get poisoned from from attacks, but it can't get toxic, it can't get Will-O-Wisp, which is really good. You can't set up hazards on it, which is really nice as well. So I'm gonna go with Diamond Storm, Moon Blast, Earth Power, and for my last move I like Rock Polish, just because Rock Polish you get to +2 speed. I don't know, I like having faster Pokemon, so I'm not going to go with Mild Nature, I'm going to go with Hasty. And that is the EV spread I actually run as well, so I'm not going to mess with that at all. Diamond Storm is basically, you can deal with, Talonflame. It does really well against Talonflame. So, one of the biggest problems with Diancie is Bullet Punch, and so what I want to do is I want to put Zapdos on my team. I like defensive Zapdos. Zapdos can take Bullet Punches, you can take Iron Heads, just because of its electric typing. And it's also off the ground, so Earthquake doesn't do any damage to it as well unless you go for Roost. So, I mean, Zapdos I think it does really well with, as a pair with Mega Diancie, so I like going Thunderbolt, Heat Wave. Oops, I can't type. Defog, just to get rid of any hazards if your opponent does set up hazards, or if they set up screens, just gets rid of anything on the field, and it's really good. Drops the evasiveness, so Heat Wave hits 100% of the time. Diamond Storm manages to hit 100% of the time. Oops, I didn't. And then Roost is his last move, just to give it longevity. Leftovers is also there, so yeah. I prefer the max HP, max defense, last and special attack, bold Zapdos. Some people don't like the Zapdos just because its defense is only base 85 and its special defense is 90, so why not just boost its special defense? But this spread deals with Talonflame really well. Even Swords Dance Jolly Talonflame, it can take a +2 Brave Bird as long as it's not a crit, and then fire back a Thunderbolt, which is a guaranteed OHKO. So yeah, Zapdos does well, and now you want to be able to deal with threats such as Landorus Therian, which is running around. It's really good right now. You want to be able to deal with Latios. Mega Metagross is a really big threat. And what else? Rotom Wash. I mean, you always have to deal with Rotom Wash. Rotom Wash is always going to be around. So for this next Pokemon, I'm thinking Azumarill, and I want the Assault Vest Azumarill. Assault Vest Azumarill. What does it deal with? I don't know, I just like Azumarill. I like its power. It goes well with this team, kinda, sorta, meh. I like Azumarill on this team. Actually, no, I'm not gonna go with Azumarill. I'm gonna go with Empoleon, just as a special wall, because that it deals with whatchamacallit. It's better specially, and I don't know, it can take hits, it can set up rocks. it can defog, but I mean I don't really like defog and Empoleon. Not it's not the set I like to run, so I'm gonna go Hydro Pump, which if it gets down to a 1v1 Empoleon versus a Spadef Heatran, as long as I can hit all of my Hydro Pumps, I'm guaranteed a one-on-one victory. I'm gonna go with Ice Beam, just so Landorus Therian cannot switch in, and I can get damage off on it. I'm gonna go with Stealth Rocks for my third move. Stealth Rocks, it sets up hazards, is a good hazards to have up. Puts Talonflame back at 50%, and last move I'm gonna put Toxic, just because Toxic I can wear down my opponent over time. As long as I'm outplaying them, I can just wear them down with Toxic. Normally I don't have to. Sorry, I'm not completely alone in the room right now. I'm not home right now, and I don't really have the ability to control the noise, like the background noise, as I normally would. Shut up! I'm recording.
Oh, you dumbass.
God, people are so inconsiderate. So yeah, the one that said dumbass, that was my kind sister who's been quiet this entire time. Thank you. The one who was talking was my other sister, and she's not as smart. So right now I'm seeing a decent weakness to whatchamacallit, Earthquake. So Earthquake, and then it's, since close combat and like close combat is neutral against Diancie, and it's super effective against Empoleon, I want something to switch in on that. So close combat, I'm thinking Gengar, but you know, I don't really know. Gengar, actually I could go Gyarados, but that puts 2 electric types and then 3 neutrality and 2 weaknesses against it. This is tough. Yeah, I'm thinking Thunderous actually, maybe, but I already have Zapdos. Whew. This is hard. What switches in well, what's able to switch in on a Earthquake, Live, and fire back powerful hit, scare out other pokes. Earthquake's a really big problem with this team actually. I might go Salamence. Actually, let's go Ferrothorn can eat up hits, but that makes a neutrality to, I have a neutrality to fire, and then it's 4 times weakness to fire. I don't really have a switching for Fire Blast. I have a problem with Conkeldurr as well. So actually, I'm going to deal with a Conkeldurr threat and deal with the Earthquake threat in Latios. Latios can deal with decent amount of metagame. It's a really good Pokemon as well. Yeah, I'm gonna go run with. I'm not gonna run Life Orb just because since Greninja is being suspect tested right now, I don't have to deal with Greninja being out there and outspeeding me, so I don't have to run Choice Scarf. So now I can run Draco Meteor, Psyshock, which deals with Conkeldurr for the most part, and then I can go with what else? Surf, which hits Heatran hard. Those are the main 2 things that I might have a problem with. No, I don't really have a problem with Heatran. I'm gonna go with Thunderbolt, or I'm gonna go Ice Beam, just in case the Landorus becomes too big of a problem for me. I'm gonna run Ice Beam instead of Thunderbolt or Hidden Power Fire, and because I have Heat Wave on my Zapdos to deal with Ferrothorn, and I don't really want. I have having 2 Pokemon, I guess, could be useful for dealing with Ferrothorn, but I mean, as long as I keep Zapdos around, Zapdos beats Ferrothorn one-on-one every time. Empoleon, I don't really have to I shouldn't have to deal with that. if it becomes a problem, I can put Hidden Power Fire on Empoleon, and that should be able to deal with it. Diancie can't really deal with it, but I'm not gonna switch my Diancie in on it. If my opponent decides to switch in Ferrothorn against Latios, I mean, it might be a problem, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I kind of want to run Choice Scarf Heatran, just because Choice Scarf Heatran, most people expect Spadeftran, and Spadeftran is a good set, but Choice Scarf Heatran always throws your opponent's, will most likely throw your opponent off. So I'm gonna go for Fire Blast over Lava Plume, just because Lava Plume is mainly used on Heatran to burn your opponent, and since I won't be wanting to stay in against most of my opponents, just because Fire Blast can deal with most of them, and I'm going to be more fragile than the normal Heatran build. I'm going to go with Fire Blast. And then for my second move, I'm going to go with Flash Cannon, just because Flash Cannon is another stab move. Oh, I don't want Flash, I want Flash Cannon. There we go. It's just another stab move. Deals with Diancie, it deals with it just deals with fairy types. My third move is going to be Earth Power, deals with other Heatrans with a 4 times effective move. And for my last move, I'm thinking about running Ancient Power, but I don't really think Ancient Power is going to be the best. I could go with Lava Plume just because it's a more accurate move, and I could go with Taunt just because Taunt, I can really quickly set up Taunt, shuts down any sweepers, switch out, and then go into Empoleon and maybe Toxic them or something. I don't know. I could go with Fire Spin. I'm gonna go with Roar, actually, just because I can phase my opponents out for the most part. And I'm gonna go with Max Speed and Max Special Attack and the last in HP. I'm going with a Timid Nature just because the base speed on Heatran is only 77, and I really want as much speed as possible because it'll get outsped by a lot of things. Actually, I'm gonna run Hidden Power Ice because whatchamacallit, Landorus is actually really scary to this team. It does damage to this team. It does well against this team. What else do I have to worry about? Keldeo, I mean Latios outspeeds Keldeo 100% of the time, as does Mega Diancie after the Mega Evolution. And then Empoleon can probably, no, it can't take a hit because of Secret Sword. Never mind. Heatran might be able to outspeed as long as it's not Choice Scarf variant. But I mean, then again, it can't do much to it. Clefable might be a problem against this team. I'm noticing I have a lot of special attackers on this team. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna switch Empoleon out for Azumarill, just because Azumarill does a similar job with Assault Vest. It can't set up Toxic, it can't set up Rocks, but I can adjust my team as need be. And that reduces my weaknesses to Earthquake significantly. Well, not significantly, but Empoleon was weak to it. I'm gonna go with the Aqua Jet, Waterfall, Play Rough, just because Play Rough's another. I'm going with Aqua Jet just because it's priority. Yeah, I'm gonna give justification for this. Aqua Jet for priority. Waterfall is just a more powerful water type move, and if I can predict a switch out into maybe say a Heatran or something, if they're gonna switch a Heatran in, like maybe they're predicting to Play Rough, I can go for Waterfall and hit for more damage than I normally would. And for the last move, I'm gonna go with Ice Punch. Yeah, same reason. I want to be able to deal with the Landorus threat. So now I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go to Azumarill. I'm going to go to OU Assault Vest. I just want to see what their set is. I don't really like that set, so I don't like that EV spread. Just the 16 in HP, that's not what I like to run. So actually, I'm gonna run what I normally run, I'm gonna go 196, I think, HP, max attack, and then last 60 in special defense. And I'm gonna go with Adamant just because Adamant does a lot of damage. I'm gonna leave Latios on this team. I might switch out Heatran, but for this last slot, I want more of a physical sweeper, a faster physical sweeper, just because I have three fast special sweepers, a physical wall, a decent special wall, kinda. Azumarill, I'm not sure, but Azumarill can take a special hit. That's why it has the assault vest. I want it to take a hit. So for the last slot, I'm thinking Kyurem Black. This team is running a lot of stuff to deal with Landorus. Just because Landorus is a decent threat. Metagross gets dealt with by Heatran and Zapdos as long as it's not running Ice Punch, which I mean I think the normal set for Metagross is Earthquake, Meteor Mash, Bullet Punch, and Send Headbutt, but don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure on that. What I might do is I might put on a Salamence for a whatchamacallit. Actually, I'm gonna switch out Ice Beam just because Surf can deal with Landorus. I'm gonna put Defog because I just realized my entire team. Oh no, never mind. I have Defog. I'm dumb. Sorry. I'm putting back on Ice Beam. Ice Beam. All right, there we go. I completely forgot I had Defog on Zapdos. That's normally what I put on my. That's normally the second Pokemon I put on my team is a Defog or a Spinner. I prefer Defog. Gets rid of screens and stuff. I don't know what to put in this last slot for a physical attacker. I think I'm gonna go with Diggersby. Life Orb Diggersby does decent, I think. I do have a decent Ice type weakness, so Ice Shard does a decent amount of damage to my team. Mamoswine does well against this team actually. But I can Aqua Jet with Azumarill. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put Diggersby on there actually. See, at this point, I don't know exactly what I want on this team, just because I would put Bishop on this team for Sucker Punch, because I'll show you right now. Metagross with its base 150 defense, I think is what it is, something ridiculous. From a Bisharp Defiant attacker, the 4 defense, which is either run 4 defense or 4 HP, because you're probably gonna run max attack, max speed on your Metagross. So a Sucker Punch does, what was it? Adamant. Alright, I gotta put in the black glasses. Does 92.3% max, so it's a guaranteed 2-hit KO, but I would put that on there but I have the Heatran to deal with that. I mean, I might put Scarf Cross on there just because Scarf Cross does decent amount of damage, but then that puts 2 Scarf Pokemon on my team. I don't like running 2 Scarf Pokemon. What I'm thinking right now actually is I'm gonna go with no, not Garchomp. Garchomp's too weak to Ice Shard. Ooh, that sounded bad.
What?
That sounded bad.
Kinda. That sounded bad too.
Yeah, true. There aren't the greatest of options. What do I normally run? I honestly don't know what to put in this last slot. I'm thinking about, I'll put Thundurus on there. I mean Thunder, not Thundurus, Landorus. I'm gonna put the Stealth Rocks Impish defensive set on there. Just because I don't really want to run Scarf. Hello. I don't really want to run Scarf because 2 Scarfers on the team, as I said before. I don't really want to run that. I'm gonna run the Earthquake, Stone Edge, Stealth, Rocks, and U-turn. And I'm just gonna go max HP, max defense, rest in attack, Impish, and that'll finish my team. This team, I'll do a video on it, just trying to see how well it does. Like in this current meta, I want to see how well it does. And if it needs tweaking, I'll tweak it. If you guys want to use this team, feel free to use it yourselves. I really don't care if you guys. I'm actually flattered if you guys use my teams. I don't know. I don't think I'm the best team builder, but I'm a decent team builder. So take it as you will. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you guys aren't subscribed already, please subscribe to me. Every subscriber counts. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.